Hello, everybody, and welcome to an episode of Bryn's Madhouse with our special assistant, Russell the cat, who is, I mean, all he wants right now is love.
He's actually like a terrible assistant.
Yeah, he's not great. We're trying to like cut open the patient, and Russell's like, thank you for licking my hands when I have to touch the mouse. Thank you. All right, what are we doing today? We have Dexter has a really big brain. Or just Dexter only tests his brain is what we had on this. Which you might be saying, isn't that what Dexter normally does? But
No. This time we're not going to try to advance the game state, really. We're just going to try to test our brain for things.
For value? But not progress.
Yeah, not progress.
There's a big difference between the two. So what's our starting point? Like, so the idea is we're just going to, like, anytime that there's a brain test that doesn't progress the game. So, like, liquid courage is one. Is that an example of one?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, liquid courage will work. Actually, either one. Probably doesn't matter too much. I think the liquid courage level 0 is actually better on mystics.
Mm-hmm.
Because you care a lot more about the second point of horror healing than you do about the card off the top of your deck.
Yeah.
One thing we are going to need for this is we're going to need a way to make our brain reliably very, very big.
Yes.
So, like, probably Holy Rosary, because we're boring here.
Yeah. I mean, when it's good, you don't have
like,
to be, right?
Yeah, it's also just good.
What's the other one? The Crystal Pendulum?
Yeah, we could play like a second, like 4 of these and spend 3 of our XP on Relic Hunter.
Yeah.
That could be done.
Let's you know what we could, you know what also we could do? What is the card? Like, are we using our spell slots?
Yeah, for stuff to test brain
Okay.
with.
All right. Because I was gonna say there was that one tarot where you can like use your accessory slots as spell slots, but we could go like that. I also, if you're like testing up, like if your brain is like 9 and you're testing like 9v1 and you get it right on the Crystal Pendulum, you deserve to draw multiple cards.
This is the truth.
Yeah. So I know you said Shining Trapezohedron.
Yeah, this is one of the things that we are going to employ. Maybe we might need another. Maybe we need not to play the 2 in the Relic Hunter and just the Relic Hunter.
Yeah.
Maybe that's.
We play another Relic Hunter thing and like 2 of them.
We could, but I think
we also could get rid of this. Like we could just go like that.
Yeah.
And find other ways to boost up our brain.
Is the trapezohedron? We could play 2.
We could play 2, yeah. It is unique, and it commits for only 1 of each symbol for some reason, which is just
in case.
It's just the funniest thing. Just like, okay, like this could be a wild.
Yeah, it pretty easily could be.
Yeah,
it wouldn't make it any worse.
No. All right, we'll start with 2 and see how else.
There are no level 0 purple allies that give you +1 brain, are there?
No.
That's wild.
Are there any level 1 to 5 allies that give you brain and mystic?
I have no idea.
I don't think so.
Like there's definitely that Inuit woman whose name I'm blanking on.
Oh, Ikyak. She would be the one, yeah.
Yeah, she gives you +1 brain.
And you just like basically we just never use her.
Yeah, just never. No, we don't do that here. That would possibly ever lead to.
Yeah, we could run her.
Progressing the game state. I don't know if there's a better option in the ally slot.
I don't think so.
For bonus brain.
We'll start with 2 and see how it goes as we get more.
Yeah. Then we need to start hitting stuff to test brain with that doesn't do anything really. We're gonna play Poop to Gold.
Alchemical Transmutation.
Yeah, for sure. I think we want Earthly Serenity as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which one. We'll just put the level 1 in now to see what kind of XP we end up with at the end.
Save some stuff, yeah, because it doesn't progress the game. It's just to test your brain. And bonus points if the numbers are really small, right? That's kind of also what I'm getting from this.
You know. Yeah.
Is that it?
That might be like nearing the end of our.
Are things that test the brain.
That just test brain and don't do anything. Do we have anything in the upgraded stuff?
Let's find out. Oh, hi.
Hey, bud. Yeah.
5 chaos. No, that progresses the game. Wow, look at how many things progress the game. What a shame.
We can play the Council's Coffer.
We could. It does test a brain without progressing the game. You know what? We should put one of those.
We
Yeah,
just
let's
like
put one of
don't
those in
actually
there.
finish it.
Yeah. Just like, because then I would progress the game too
Yeah.
much. Alright, let's look at the rogue side. No, I can't think of anything on the rogue side.
No, there might not be a whole lot.
Opponent's mix. No, calculated risk, double or nothing. No, that's it.
So you're telling me that's our action?
Yeah. So this is what we're doing.
Okay. So
So what is Shiny Trapezohedron? It puts things into play.
yeah, we don't.
And
have to
specifically
pay for stuff.
spell card.
Yeah, specifically a spell card.
So we probably want spells, right?
Yes.
That would only
Yeah.
make sense. Let's look at the Mystics. Alright, are there spells that don't particularly progress the game? Astral Travel, we can move across.
Got all kinds of stuff that either evades or
Yeah, Blinding Light.
um,
Ethereal Form.
we're a ghost now.
Ethereal Slip is a spell. We don't progress it, we just switch spots
Yeah.
with the enemy.
Yeah. If Travis was here, he would be
He'd be like, what does this deck do?
furious right now.
And we say nothing. But joke's on Travis. Well, Travis just left.
He did.
Hypnotic Gaze is just a dodge.
It is just a dodge.
Yeah. Let's throw in everything that doesn't do anything. Open Gates. That's 3 tests for 1 card. And the funniest thing is it's fast.
Yeah, so we're actually just making the test to save 1 money.
Alright. Power Word. Is there anything that's like... Nothing.
Power word, no customization.
Yeah. Just move the enemy.
Yeah.
So we probably, even though like this deck doesn't do anything, I think it has to do things like fast. You know, like we should have 1 haste in here.
That's yeah.
Just because, like, there's nothing that'll make Travis angrier than if... I mean, I know the goal of this deck isn't to make Travis angry, but it always kind of like is like the through line of this.
I mean,
but
you say that.
But could you imagine taking 2 play actions to just do nothing and then doing another play action that just does nothing?
You know?
So, you know what we could also do? We also could run Molly and the other one, because Molly can help find our relics, our charm. It can find Hyak for us, which actually can kind of help us out. If we find like we want to grab more, all right, let's look at more spells that don't do anything. Quantum Flux doesn't do anything. That's not a spell. That's an insight. Oh, because I typed Molly. Give me the spells again, please. Oh no.
Yeah. We could also like take this a slightly different route.
Yeah.
And try to make it like kind of do something.
Yeah, I think we gotta. We're in the point where we did like this does nothing, and
Yeah.
now Travis is like we should do something. So
Yeah,
what can we do?
We play like sign magic
Okay,
for our hand slots.
upgrade
Probably
one.
like the good one.
Yeah,
It just gives us 1 extra slot, right?
gives us an extra spell or ritual, and we can cascade things.
Yeah. So then we probably want like more of those than we do events.
Yeah, that's fair.
So we can play like
I'll leave this in right now. We can
we'll
take
just
them
play
as we
like
go.
a pile of 1-ofs of like effects.
What if he runs Wither
Yeah,
And
that's
Sixth
that
Sense.
is a card that does nothing.
and said one of you said of these?
Yeah. Yeah.
6 cents. Like you just put them on here, right?
Yeah. Maybe we play 2 haste because it's got Dexter in the art, but
yeah.
we're also already at cap.
Yeah. So then, do we want to try... So this Dexter does very little with his brain. Activate this, haste, activate, sign magic, act. It's just basically a bunch of nothing. I think we should have 2 copies. I think what we should do is we should shift a little bit.
Okay.
We should go from,
The events that don't do anything.
yeah. And I think even like Shining, we could even like maybe consider not doing Shining Trapezohedron and just try to do as many actions as we can with like Wither.
As minimal impact.
Yeah,
as
it's like
possible.
just like the small things, and you're just like trying to just do
Okay.
it. I think like Liquid Courage can still stay because it's just like also good.
We could dump Ikiak to save on some XP here.
Yeah.
We'll figure out a different ally, or maybe just play Molly Maxwell. That'll work too.
Whatever Julia's cooking smells so good.
does
Oh my
smell good.
god. All right, so let's look at the spells. Let's look at spells again. Spell assets. Because we're going to be looking specifically for activates.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I think the alchemical transmutation should stay. We even actually reasonably, if we got some experience, we could put it into the upgraded one as well.
Yeah, we could.
Armageddon does too much. Like, what is like
I mean, so we could feasibly just play like
good like spells?
a couple of them that don't suck, but like level 0 ones.
What if we play 2 level 1 blurs?
What does that even do? Oh, it's that one. Yep.
Yeah, and then you
Yeah,
also
okay,
get to take an
okay.
additional action, which can be more spell slinging.
It could be.
Like, so like, what this deck's ultimately going to go down to is Dexter's going to get a bunch of actions and just wither people to death. He's like, I will take 7 actions, and with them, I will use wither.
I will do a thing.
And like, honestly, the
Yes.
weirdest thing is that our cost is quite low.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we're doing pretty all right on that.
All right, let's look for more spells. So these are the upgraded ones, but I like what you're saying. We could go down to some of the lower ones.
Yeah, just like the level 0 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Take a whole bunch of actions that don't end up adding up to much. We probably want our money to do something, but maybe what our money does is turn on Dario.
That's honestly, I was also thinking Dario could be like, we run Dario,
As our ally, because he gives us plus brain for some
and we
reason.
also run, I think we want to play these paydays probably, right?
Oh, yeah, we definitely want some sort of a faded,
Yeah.
and I think that's the good one.
See if there's any other faded stuff. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh no, this one's also, oh, I guess it's not, oh, yeah, calculator risk.
How much money does alchemical transmutation give us? Is it just like
So it's for each point to
maximum
succeed
of
by to a max of 3.
Okay.
Let's look at the upgraded one. To a max of 4.
Okay. I'm not particularly enthused by that, although I do love the idea of trying to play it, testing brain 0 and failing.
All right. So that would be. So how many?
Dario also gives us another activate action
Yep,
that we can use our haste for, which is kind of neat.
that is kind of neat.
I was just thinking like we could play like a money talks, like stockbroker pile, but we can't actually turn it into more than 3 money with the alchemical transmutation. That's
I
kind
get
of
you.
sad.
Oh, I get you for like the well connected.
we could
yeah.
still play money talks and just take basic actions as well.
Yeah. All right. Is this just turning into like a big money active? Do activate
No, we're not.
Dexter?
We're not going to play like any of the really good stuff.
This is for when we don't have to test our brain, right? Like when we have to like test our foot.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. In case the game, and also we can also play like well connected because that doesn't take up any of our slots, but also requires like additional manipulation of the cards in play.
Yeah. Yeah. I think at this point this might not be here anymore, right?
Well, this is how we're keeping our money high.
Oh, not. Do you want to go to a 1 of?
Yeah, we can go down to 1.
Yeah. Okay. We probably also can lose the council's coffers now too, right? I mean, it is an activate action.
Yeah, it depends. Depends how much you value that.
I value
Yeah,
it.
the idea of doing nothing.
No, I like this new thing that it's warping into, where it's
Yeah.
like, I have a bunch of spells. So how many? So we have sign magics are in play. We don't have great ways of finding things. We also don't have great card draw.
No, but that's just gonna be our life, I think.
So if these are all out, we get 4 spell slots. So, like, withers are probably what we want there, right? Yeah, it's Bryn. That's Bryn, Russ. We probably want the haste. We want at least one haste, right?
Yeah.
And we want at least one wither. You know, we could even lose the Sixth Sense, I think.
Yeah, we probably could.
Because, like, now we just have, like, this kill with wither Dexter Drake. Not even the upgraded withers, which are not that much better. But they are better.
Yeah. No, it is true. They are not exactly better.
Alright, so is there any other way to get more spell slots?
Yeah, there's an ally that does it.
The cat.
Yeah. That cares about how many you have full.
Yeah.
Yeah, the book does it too.
Yeah, there's also the tarot. But I don't think that's necessarily needed.
No, I would sooner play the Book of Shadows over the tarot, I think. Because this is also just another action that we can use to
put charges on
charges back into our Earthly Serenity and our alchemical transmutation and trash.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Because then you can have one sign magic. And basically it's like another sign magic, right?
Yeah, it's more or less just like an extra copy of that.
Yeah. Sorry, there's a card I saw that I was like, did we want that card? And I do not remember what it was. Oh, it was embezzled treasure.
Well, I mean, this is gonna be standalone, right?
Oh, right,
much,
yeah.
That's
how we do these. Yeah, no, that's true.
It's gonna be in so.
Yeah, not back in the early day where we built it and upgraded it. Yeah,
the treasure would be good if you were trying to
do
play
this legitimately
in a campaign, but I cannot honestly say that I recommend that.
That's the doctor's recommendation is do not.
Yeah, like there's a lot going on here and not a lot of payoff. I don't think we're allowed to play any of the other big money parts because I think they all end up being pretty high up on the on the XP.
But I mean, we got alchemical. What's the upgrade? The upgrades one's level 2.
Yeah, the upgrade one is level 2.
Do we value the 4?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, we only have 3 experience we can put in here.
Yeah, we could. So we could play for more spell slots, just like charisma and buy the cat for 0.
I also don't mind charisma and then Molly Maxwell still.
Yeah, no, Molly's really strong.
Yeah, because Molly gets us like. I mean, we also realistically with this deck could just go to the actual book ones for this.
Yeah, we don't have to play both.
Yeah.
The occult scraps are like not super great when all you're trying to do is test brain.
That is true. And when you don't want to like really discard your assets because you're loading them up with your books of shadows. What's the one called? It's like
it starts with a Z, like Zastaroth or something like that, I think.
Dexter, where are you, book Dexter? I guess you're back here. Oh, there it is. Yaztaroth, of course. I do, yeah, because I do like it because what that does is it's keeping it kind of simple. We also could feasibly though still run the cats with that, right?
Yep. Yeah, and they do give us extra slots, and I don't think there's anything really that isn't the Dragon Pole that cares about how many slots we have full.
No. There is a healing card.
Is there?
Yeah, it's the one that's in Edge of the Earth. Meditative Trance?
I mean, that sounds like doing nothing to me.
All right, we'll put it in, just so it has a home. And so Travis, if he draws it...
we can play it off that Shining Trapezohedron because it's a spell.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
No.
Why did I put the wrong letters there?
I know, eh? All right.
So... We'll be able to play it with our giant pile of money.
I think this is, it does nothing.
We're getting pretty close to... yeah,
because we have
this could be it. This could be the finished product, where we do nothing and.
What's the Book of Shadows 1? Oh, it doesn't get the spell slot. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why we're playing it. So right now we could run, with Dario. We want Dario out because he makes your brain bigger. Gives you book.
He does also put you to 3 book, which is like not amazing, but
Yeah.
when you're taking 1,000 actions, it might not matter.
And he is the activate action. Unfortunately, Shining Trisohedron is a reaction. Withers activate, Earthly Serenity, Blur,
Yeah.
Alchemical.
The Book of Shadows has one too.
Book of Shadows.
But it's not one that we can use with
Liquid
the sign magic.
Courage
Yeah.
has an activate. Are there any other... can I search activate? I would like to search the arrow. Nope. What I do also like about Familiar Spirit is it also actually works with Dexter, right? It's a 1 cost.
Yeah,
You
like
play it.
we can turn it into something else, and it's actually like a proper magic show because we're turning an animal into a thing.
Into Molly Maxwell, yep.
Yeah.
Any other activates that we think could maybe be here? I don't
So, like, not much that doesn't take up a hand slot, I don't think.
Yeah.
Or like a slot that we're already employing.
Yeah. Let's check out
Like, we could play
Mystics.
Henry Wan, and then you could take a free Henry Wan every turn, but I think that's not
No, not.
good. And again, also does take up a slot that we do intend to employ.
If Hallowed Chalice tested Brain, now we're talking.
Absolutely. Just get +1 brain, -1 everything else.
I think this card actually probably is going to be pretty good in Dexter. It's a 0 cost
probably.
item that when it's empty, you can just be like, this is something else. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. Scrying, I don't think is interesting enough compared to what we have.
I love the Sword Cane, but,
It does too much.
you know,
It's not a wither. So when Travis asks, what does this deck do if you don't draw the wither? And we say, you use money talks to pass your tests.
yep, pretty much.
You make money.
Yeah, we use Molly to look for a spell, and then we realized that we put like a bunch of other spells in there. We're just like,
Yeah. Because we hit Alchemical Transmutation, we hit Blur, we hit Earthly Serenity. We hit no, we don't hit. We do hit Wither. Haste is the ritual, which is good because then we have haste and we also have a talent with Well Connected.
yeah, good. You stay there. You don't go licking the computer or nothing.
Yeah, just go right there. We reasonably could with this deck. I mean, these meditative trance are just kind of here as the meme, right?
Yeah, but like, where else are they ever going to be any kind of good?
It is true. It is
At
true.
least in this deck, we can have like 5 or 6
Yeah.
arcane slots full of shit.
No, I'm for it. Even though this is
Yeah.
Dexter has a really big brain, it's now Dexter. Dexter's brain does nothing. Russ,
Oh my god.
hey,
Hey, you.
come here. Come sit on me. Oh, you were doing so good for a while. Yeah, so I think the better one is Dexter's brain does nothing.
Yeah. The brains, they do nothing.
Sick. Travis would hate this one, I think.
So much. That's
But-
why next time we only let him look at the names,
Yeah.
but not the deck.
Not
And he
the
has-
decks,
that's,
yeah.
that's where he has to make his choice whether he wants to mulligan or not.
Yeah, we should record one of those. We can do it in paper. I can build the decks. That'd be a great time. All right, well, that was another Bryn's Madhouse. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any ideas for decks, let us know in the comments. We also will have a big list, including the one that Bryn still taunts me with, which is the Guy Fieri Diners, Drive-Ins, and Die. I don't know what I meant by that. I might have been high when I came up with the idea, to be honest. But maybe one day we'll see that. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. And as always, GG's.